Writing a research paper doesn't have to take months. In fact, it can take as little as just a few days or even hours. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to outline and structure in a lot of detail your next paper in 10 minutes or less. So in order to do that, we're going to head to Gemini, but you can also use ChatGPT or Claude or any other AI research tool that you're currently using for this. It honestly doesn't matter that much. What actually matters is the prompts that you give AI. So I've already have a prompt like this, and I'm just going to copy it here. And we are telling it to act as an outline builder for scientific papers in the field, and in here you've got to give it the field, right? So we're going to say language and linguistics, and when interacting with me, follow these steps one step at a time, only moving to the next step once the previous one has been completed. And we've got the steps in here, right? Ask me to upload 5 to 10 model research papers from the same field on a similar topic. This is crucial because this is going to give the context that it needs. Otherwise, if you ask it like, hey, can you help me structure a scientific paper in the field of chemistry? Well, it will just hallucinate. It will make stuff up, or it will give you output that's just not good enough. Right? And that's a big mistake that researchers make. Like, the prompts are too vague and you don't give AI the knowledge it needs, right? Remember, like, AI is not a really knowledgeable peer reviewer or professor in your specific discipline. It's just AI. It's been trained on like generic stuff. So we need to give it the context that it needs to actually provide you the answers that you want. So again, it's not about the AI tool, it's about how you interact with it and the knowledge that you give it, right? And then we've got step 2. Are you ready to implement these strategies to publish research papers in high impact journals in your discipline? Are you a professor, a researcher, or a PhD student who would really like to advance their career and make a really big contribution to the field by publishing more papers in better journals while actually working less and enjoying the whole process? Then I've got really good news for you. I've just opened some slots in my calendar, and you can book a free one-to-one consultation with me where we'll dive deeper and identify the specific challenge and bottleneck that is blocking you from achieving your full potential. And then we'll also clarify your goals. And then at the end, I'll outline an action plan for you that will help you to achieve all your academic goals, publish more papers, and advance your career. If this sounds like something that you want to do, book the free one-to-one consultation right now. The link is in the description of this video. Ask me which part of the paper I would like to build an outline for, okay? And I think this is also really important because we need to be specific what it is that we want AI to be doing, okay? Then the next thing, ask me which specific topic my research paper is about. So in here, we want to paste the aim of the paper. And then step 4 is analyze the uploaded model research paper. Based on the analysis, create an outline for the section of the research paper I specified in step 2 for the topics in step 3. And then once the outline has been created, ask me if I would like to create an outline for another section of the paper or expand on any of the bullet points in the outline. Okay, so we're going to give Gemini this prompt and get us going. So you see that it's going to as well be more interactive, and that's a recommendation that I have when you're crafting your prompt, is to make them step by step, because otherwise if now gave you like all these things that you have to do, it's just too much information. So first we're going to upload 5 to 10 model papers. So now that we've uploaded those papers, Gemini is going to analyze them to really think what is the structure that we should follow in that specific field. So I'll basically give it just the aim of the study that I've done previously, okay? And let it create the outline for the introduction, right? And notice how detailed it is, right? So this should be the first thing, right? And then we've got what we need to do there, step by step, right? Notice how quick it is. And let's go ahead and see how it actually does for the whole paper. There you go. And now it's creating an outline for the whole paper. Got literature review and theoretical framework, got the methodology, got the results, got the discussion, practical implications, and conclusion. Okay, you know, knowing the papers in my field, the ones that I've uploaded, and how I actually wrote that paper for which we gave the aim in here. This is really good. This is actually, you know, I would say 80% or maybe even 90% how I actually wrote my paper, which was published in a Q1 journal. You know, this is way ahead of what you would get if you were to structure a paper using a generic AI tool such as Jenny, for example, or Paper Pal. These are still good AI research tools, but they don't have the context of your specific field and those model papers that you're using. So that's really it. That's how you can outline the entire paper in a lot of detail in less than 10 minutes. And then you could get going with each of those specific elements and get AI to expand on it. So no more staring at a blank page, no more taking months and months to try and write a paper. You can actually do it in a few days. And to prove that this is possible, I actually wrote my last paper in just over 5 hours and submitted it to a Q1 journal, and now it's undergoing the review process and it's probably going to be published very, very soon. So if you don't believe that that's possible, watch that next video where I outline the entire process that allowed me to, from scratch, write a paper in just 5 hours.